Today, Tuesday, the 26th of May, 2026, is one day that I will live to remember in my whole professional life. I woke up today in the morning and went to work just like any other ordinary teacher would report to his working station. So being a Tuesday, in our school, we always have what we call class assemblies. So as a class teacher, I went to attend the class assembly. So I found my sons had already lined up where we always line up. So before I started addressing the boys, there's one boy in my class, a very disciplined boy, very hardworking boy, very loyal boy, always very jovial. I've never known anything about that boy. But today in the assembly, the boy looked funny. He looked so dirty. He looked withdrawn. His eyes were red, meaning he had been crying. And the smile that I've always seen on his face had gone. So I asked him, so-and-so, is everything okay? He told me, yes, everything is okay. But as a teacher, I could notice something was not right. Even his class members knew something was not right, but they didn't want to tell me. Reason, the boy did not disclose anything to them. So I told the boy after the meeting to remain behind. So I took him to the office. Then I started asking him some questions. So the boy opened up. And before he opened up, it was not easy for him to open up. So I called his best friend. I know his best friend in our class. So I called his best friend. And the best friend came and told me, Mwalimu, thank you for asking about so-and-so. He's pretending that he's okay, but he's not okay. Yesterday at night, at around 3 a.m., we found so-and-so behind the dormitory, in front, up on the balcony of the dormitory. He wanted to commit suicide. But he did not tell us why he wanted to commit suicide. Meaning today we would have woken up in the morning and would be as a school morning of a boy who has committed suicide. I got surprised. This boy has been very smiley, has been very happy, very hardworking, very loyal. These are some of the boys that are very loyal and you never find him in problem, and he's very clean and presentable. So this boy tells me that, Mwalimu, let me just tell you the truth. I'm very bitter. And as half-term is nearing, I just feel like my life is coming to an end. So he opens up and he tells me that when I was coming to school, when we were opening school and I was coming to school, tulikosana na mama yangu. Na sababu nilikosana na mamangu ni hivi. Mamangu amekataa kuniambia penye babangu yuko. Huwa tunaongea na babangu kwa simu ndio. Lakini mama amekataa kuniambia penye yuko, hata babangu mwenyewe amekataa kuniambia penye yuko. Lakini mama yangu anaishi na mwanaume mwingine kwa nyumba, na huyo mwanaume hatuelewani kabisa. So mamangu ananichukia, ananiambia mambo machafu, ananimix paka na baba yangu. Anasema kwamba tabia yangu ni mbaya kama tabia babangu ambaye sijamuona. Just because I've refused to be loyal to this man. So ladies and gentlemen, I reached out to the mother. We talked at length. And thank God the mother decided. We went to meet somewhere. I had to drive out of school. And I met her somewhere around the school because she was not staying very far from school, so that we would talk. And it is that encounter that is the basis of this video that I'm producing. To cut the long story short, we reached a solution. And I will be leading the exercise to ensure that this boy finally meets, because the boy wants to meet his father, and he's saying whether his father is whatever he has been ever told about the father. Yeye wakati wa half term anaenda nyumbani, anafunga virago zake, anaenda kwa baba yake. Atatoka kwa baba yake akikuja shuleni. Kama babake anamtaka atamchukua, kama hamtaki atakaa kwake by force, babake amfukuze. So that is what the boy decided. I want to address something to the single mothers who are going to listen to this video. Dear mama, me have not come to condemn you. First of all, I want to always appreciate, and may I always appreciate single mothers, because you have always decided to stand on the gap for us, where we men, we have decided to fail. Where men have made you pregnant and they have decided to run away, you have always stood in the gap to carry the shame of your mistakes, raise the child, walk through the trauma and the challenges of parenting up to where you are with your child. But today, as a teacher, allow me to tell you this. Teens who are in high school right now, teens who are in colleges right now are traumatized because of this subject of parents, their mothers denying them access to their fathers because of the problems the two of them had. It is a wrong thing. If the father has refused the child and the father has decided to cut links, that is a different story altogether. But if the father has not refused, please make it important that your son, particularly sons, make it a point that that boy meets the father or accesses the father. You shall have solved a lot of problems. And dear mama, do stop killing your baby daddies. Whatever that man did for you, however bad the situation was, stop killing them. Telling your children that your father died and they're alive, no. If you know the number of that man, you know how that man can be reached, you know how that man can be accessed, where that man lives, please organize so that this boy or this girl can meet the father. That is number one. Number two, this sounds controversial, but allow me to tell you, dear mama, if you have moved on and you are with another man in your life, and you have got children or a child from another man, take it from me. The person in love here is you, not your children. It is you who is in love with this man, not your children. Don't force your children to love your boyfriend or to love your husband. This is not their father. They are not obliged at any point to be loyal to this man. There is no law that forces them to love this man or to be loyal to him. They can only love and be loyal to their father. Their work isn't to respect this man because this man is their elder, or this man could be providing for them, or whatever this man is. Stop forcing your children to love and respect your boyfriends or your men in your lives. That is not their work. That is not their work. Number three, and the last one. Dear mama, now that you've moved on, and you have a man in your life, and you have your son here, and you have your daughter here, protect your daughters against these men. Particularly if you have a son. You know why I'm saying that? I'm not going to talk about daughters and sons, because whether this man loves your daughter or does not love your daughter, protect your daughter. Some of these men can sleep with you and sleep with your daughter. Some of these men are evil. But I'm talking about the psychological state of these boys. Some of these men, when they look at your son, how your son is growing, they see competitors. Protect your son. Train your son to respect the man. But again, protect your son. One thing we need to know, these men, if the father of this boy is still alive or this girl is still alive, this man knows very well. And any man who will ever meet you, mami, hata kama itakuwa ni mimi, if I'm going to meet you and you have a child, I know if the father of that child or that girl is alive, one day that child will demand for the father. So because of that, allow me help that child philanthropically. Underline the word philanthropically. I must not take responsibility as a father. That sounds controversial. Allow me love and help that child and support that child just like I would support any strange child outside there. Do not force me to make your child my child. Do not force your child to be children of those men. That is the point. Those men will begin having issues with your children. They are going to cause friction in the house. By the end of the day, men will keep on coming and going because these boundaries have not been set well. Most importantly, please allow your sons and your children to be close to you. Open up to these children. Once they have reached age 15 and 14 and above, start telling them why you separated with their father. Give them factual information if they were not there. Otherwise, we are going to lose a whole generation.